move. Time for another adventure. And welcome to Travelog with Traveldog. Today we're in West Dallas, Wisconsin for their annual Harvest Fair. Folks come here to celebrate the beginning of autumn. And as I understand, there is an area over there where people can actually build their own scarecrow. Let's go!
My name is Allison Klein, and I am the Public Relations Manager here at the Wisconsin State Fair Park.
Well, tell me what goes on with this Harvest Fair. We want to know everything that we can do here.
This is a fabulous family fun event, and it has something for everybody. It has a little bit of the taste of the fair, but you know what the best part is?
What's that?
It is free.
You know, I love that part.
You can come out here for free, and you get to have all of this family fun out here. You get to make your own scarecrows. After that, head over to pumpkin bowling and bowl your way to a strike with pumpkins. Pick out your favorite pumpkin in the pumpkin patch or find some apples. Take a hayride, listen to some stories on the hayride. You can find pumpkin pies, apple pies. There's a farmer's market. We also have a fun thing called fair do's. Come out and get your hair styled in these cute little ponytails and braids. We'll get it colored for you, put some glitter on it. You'll be styling for the whole day. For some adults, we do have 5 stages of entertainment. And we have a micro brew tent featuring over 50 delectable microbrews. Come out and see some cattle. We have the World Beef Expo. It has over 12 breeds of beef cattle, Angus, Simmental, the whole works.
Oh my goodness, I've got a lot to do. Thank you so much.
Yes, you better get started.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Let's have some fun. For sure when the first scarecrow appeared in a cornfield, but they have been used by farmers for centuries. The farmers had to figure out a way to keep those crows from swooping in and eating all of their corn and grain. The first scarecrows in recorded history were found along the Nile River in Egypt. They were used to protect the wheat fields from flocks of quail. The Greeks and Romans used scarecrows in the vineyards so that the birds would stay away from the grapes. Ancient Chinese farmers made scarecrows to protect their rice fields, except they also hung old meat, dirty rags, and fish bones from their scarecrows. You see, they thought if their scarecrows smelled really bad, it would keep the birds and animals away from the rice fields. It probably smelled like my Uncle Spike after a day at the lake. Pew! And of course, here in America, in the 1600s, the Pilgrims used scarecrows, but their scarecrows had another job besides just scaring away birds. The Pilgrims hoped that they'd also scare away wolves. who were always trying to dig up the fish that the pilgrims buried in the ground as fertilizer with their corn seeds. So they needed some pretty fierce-looking scarecrows. As long as birds are hungry, farmers will look for ways to scare the crows. It's kind of rare to see a scarecrow in a farmer's field these days, what with modern technology. So with retraining and job placement efforts, scarecrows have become a popular outdoor fall decoration. So let's check out some scarecrow assembly. One of the experts here at Harvest Fair. What is your name?
Ashley.
And Ashley, can you tell us about the process that people are going through to make a scarecrow?
Yeah, first they buy a ticket from the ticket booth behind us. Then they come over here, we hand them one of these Harvest Fest sheets right here. It's instructions on how to set up the scarecrow. So then after we do that, they give us their ticket. Then we give them one of these sheets with a piece of twine. Then it says materials on here, so they just walk down the line and then they show there's a bunch of shirts and a bunch of pair of pantses that they are supposed to grab, and we give them nylon so that they go in the field and then they just do their making of the scarecrow.
Make their scarecrow.
Yeah.
I see. Where do you get all these old clothes?
I think they're dedicated from the Salvation Army.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you notice that people choose plaid over stripes or checks more often for their scarecrow?
Mostly the people want like red instead of mostly all these little bright colors. I don't know. I guess it's tradition.
I see. So that way they can scare the crows better if they're wearing red.
I guess so.
Have you ever made a scarecrow?
Yes, I have.
Well, what's the hardest part?
Stuffing it, but it's the funnest part too.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any advice for people who are making scarecrows?
Just call for the people in the blue shirts.
Oh, because you're the ones that are helping?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for this information. We're going to find somebody who's actually putting one together.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Ashley.
Bye.
Bye. Step 1. They're making sure all the buttons on the shirt are closed and the pants are buttoned up and zippered. This seems to be a rather complicated process. Step 2, they have to create hands and feet for their scarecrow. Interesting, hands and feet come first. Step 3, ooh, this is the good part. Look, they're stuffing everything. Stuff up the pant legs and the torso. This is the biggest process, it seems. The messiest, too. Step 4, they have to lie the scarecrow on the ground and line everything up. You see, it seems that they're putting it all together now. They have to make sure the pants and the shirt all line up, and they're tying things. They're tying the top, making sure the buttons stay closed. Step 5, every scarecrow needs a head. Oh, interesting, you use pantyhose upside down, and then they're stuffing them and tying a knot. You have to make the head sort of round and not too large. This seems to be a little complicated also, but a very important part of the scarecrow. All right, make sure it all works, and then finish up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they have finished their scarecrow. I found someone who is choosing an outfit for her scarecrow. Right now it appears that she is picking out a shirt. I heard that plaid is good and red. Here's a nice red one right here. Yes, this ought to be really good. Let's follow her as she makes her scarecrow. This is called Scarecrow Daycare, is that right?
Yes, it is. We charge it $1 and we keep them here all day.
Do you have activities planned for the scarecrows to keep them entertained while they're waiting for their people to come back?
Well, around noon time is nap time for them. You see that they are laid out. About 1 o'clock we serve milk and cookies. So yeah, we got activities for the scarecrows.
Boy, these scarecrows have it pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Have you ever been scared by one of these scarecrows?
Well, we got one bad one. We put him in timeout way over there, so.
Oh, one bad one, I
We
see.
only had one from the whole.
You went to the naughty scarecrow corner?
Yeah.
All right then. Well, you keep up the good work. All right, thanks a lot. Keep them in line.
All right. Have a good one.
Standing with my arms stretched out, I get a bit of bother, a perching all on one arm and a crow upon the other. The chap who made me was a twit who should have stayed in bed. Not one single corn-fed crow has looked at me and fled.
Excuse me there, do you know you got a little something there on your shoulder?
You're as pleasant as the morning and refreshing as the rain. Isn't it a pity that you're such a scatterbrain? When you smile, it's so delightful. When you talk, it's so insane. Still, it's charming chatter, scatterbrain. I know I'll end up apoplectic, but there's nothing I can do. It's just the same as being in a hurricane. And though my life will be too hectic, I'm so much in love with you. Nothing else can matter, you're my darling scatterbrain.
I've had just a fabulous time here at Harvest Fest. I've learned so much and it's been great. I hope you had a good time too. Join me again next time for Travelog with Traveldog.